Mark Thompson here at Flyers Prospect Camp, Voorhees, New Jersey, joined by John Riley of the Philadelphia Flyers, one of the coaches running the camp here. John, looks like things have gone relatively well here in the first couple of days of Prospect Camp for the Flyers.
Yeah, we've had all the guys got in on Wednesday throughout the day, and then we had our opening meeting, and then we got on the ice yesterday as a full group without goalies and just went through some basic fundamental stuff, try to get them comfortable with the puck and do some of the fundamentals, that we want to stress as a club for our young players.
One of the decisions the Flyers have made here is, at least in the early goings, to split the forward, split the D, and it's an interesting decision. And what's behind that?
Our first session yesterday was both forward and defenseman. As I said, just to get the whole group together and try to send the same message to everybody and be consistent for that first skate. And then for the rest of the weekend here, we're going to go with, as you said, forwards and defensemen split, and the different skill sets that we want to work on for the forwards and for the defensemen. And really the small groups as well. We have 12 forwards, 13 defensemen here, which is a little heavy on the D side, but it works for good. The dichotomy is good there. The numbers are good. We can really stress. We have 3 or 4 coaches on the ice with each group, and we can really work with guys, one-on-one and separate them. And again, the separation between the forward skills and defenseman skills.
One of the things that stand out to me looking at these guys, all of these guys look like they've come into camp in unbelievable condition.
Yeah, I would say, they certainly want to make a positive impression on the staff. But at the same time, we've stressed from the very beginning, even in our literature that we emailed them, that this is not it's not an evaluation camp. It's a development camp. We want them to, go at their pace and get comfortable working on the fundamentals that we're working on. So, yeah, certainly they're eager and they're doing what they need to do off the ice to be well conditioned, so that when they come here, they're prepared. But at the same time, no one's going to make the team here out of camp. We just want to stress the developmental part of it.
Obviously, analytics have become much more important in professional sports. It looked like you guys were trying to get some numbers on the laser checking speed and quickness of guys out there.
Yeah, that was just a baseline test for us. They'll do that again when all the rookies report to camp in the fall. So it was good to just get an idea of where they are, and then again they'll repeat that, and we'll be able to see the progress that they made over the last couple months.
How much can you tell about a prospect's development from looking at the drills as opposed to actually watching them in game circumstances?
That's a good question. It's probably a pretty long answer, but I mean our scouting staff has already evaluated these guys, and we were able to draft them because our staff felt that they were good players. So obviously they have to make steps to play at the next level, whether that be in Reading or Lehigh Valley or here. They're obviously their goal to play here in Philadelphia. But we're not really evaluating them again. We have a few things for the forwards. We have a few things for the defensemen that we really want to get across. And if they can leave here with a couple of nuggets that they can take back to their team, wherever that may be, and work on them, that's what's important to us.
Do you do that with each player individually as opposed to just looking at them as a group? Do you try to bring a kid aside and say, hey, listen, if you want to play at the next level or in the National Hockey League, this is a skill that you're going to need to develop?
I think that probably exists a little bit, but more we want to preach to them what it takes to be a Flyer, what it means to be a Flyer, and then we have as a development staff, we have some core pieces that we want them to do, and all of them across the board. All 12 forwards are responsible for A, B, and C. Now, obviously, the higher skill guys versus the guys that maybe you quote-unquote play on the third line. I mean, yeah, there's differences there, but we want them all to have the same basic information when they leave here.
It doesn't look like it's all work. It looks like there's some fun built into the camp as well. You're going out to the island in a couple of days here to have some different type of activities other than just on ice.
Yeah, sure. We're gonna go to the Phillies game tonight as well. Take the group out there, which should be nice. I don't know if some of them haven't been to a Major League Baseball game. Especially some of the European boys. And then, as you said, the trial on the aisle. Jim McCrossin's done a great job with that for several years, and they're excited about that. So it's a little break from the camp as well.
And I suppose part of it is learning how to be a pro off the ice, and being important to be a pro on the ice, but being a pro off the ice as well.
Yeah, we've stressed that, and we've tried to make that very clear to the guys that if you want to be a pro, you got to be a pro. It's cliche, obviously, but everything from being early for meetings, being prepared at all times, having all your equipment ready, having everything ready to go, and just being focused and prepared throughout the day. They're long days here. Yesterday we were here real early. We didn't leave till after 8 o'clock, and then we started up again here. And everything that we do, whether it be the on-ice skill, the off-ice skill, requires focus. And again, back to those core values that we want to instill in our young players.
John Riley, Flyers coaching staff, working here at the Prospects Camp. I want to thank you very much for your time today.
Thanks very much. Thanks.
All right, Mark Thompson, John Riley of the Flyers here at Prospects Camp in Voorhees, New Jersey. Thanks, fans.